ZK Banks.
Oldman, nigga. One chance, one life. Timeless quality street music.
What's going on? We kicking it with Oldman. You know what I'm saying? And today we go cover like fame and destruction. That's what I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we go cover a couple topics and, speak on a couple different things. You feel me? But first off, man, I want to say it's been a lot going on, so I'm going to speak on a few different things. First thing starting off, man, it was a young lady that was just recently killed, you know what I'm saying? And I think 2 kids were shot, you know what I'm saying? And that it's like, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because, of course, the kids and the women supposed to be off limits, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, with the new generation and the new things and the new way things going, man, rules don't exist in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Rules don't exist. You know what I'm saying? These youngsters, man, they trigger happy, man, and they just doing whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, unfortunately, people get caught up. You feel what I'm saying? And that goes back to a conversation I was having, like, when I was explaining, and I was saying, like, man, the women got to be careful with the dudes they choose to deal with, man, because once you choose a dude that's in the streets, man, you got to inhale, you got to allow yourself to know that you attached to everything that comes with you being involved with that person that's in the streets, man. And when you involved with somebody that's in the streets, man, anything can happen at any given time, man. It ain't about you just benefiting in a financial way and all the positive things and all that. No, it's a lot of negative things and a lot of gangster things that happen when you're dealing with a dude from the streets, man. Like I say, nowadays, man, these youngsters ain't playing by no rules and they not respecting nothing at all, or they ain't respecting nobody at all. So at any given time, things can happen, bro. It's just so sad, you know what I'm saying, that young lady had to lose her life and them kids had to be shot and, now them kids traumatized for life, you know what I'm saying? But it's real, man. Be careful with who you choose to align yourself up with, man, and be careful who you choose to love, man. Because it's serious, man. Things can happen, man. And, I ain't even going to speak on that topic too much, man, but I just felt like that was a good way to set this episode off, man, straight up, man. And rest in peace to the homie Young Scooter, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta lost a legend, you know what I'm saying? The streets worldwide lost a legend, you feel what I'm saying? And that situation is crazy too, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the woman that, made false accusations and called the police, she just recently got arrested. And I know for sure she in that cell thinking, like, damn, what I got myself into, you know what I'm saying? And see, as people, we got to think more, man. We got to think more, because all it takes is one split second, bro, and something can happen. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick. From the false accusations that young lady made, this man dead, you know what I'm saying? And as far as, how he actually died and the role the police played, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everything get, you know what I'm saying, to the bottom of it, and you know what I'm saying, everything really comes out. You know what I'm saying? Because some people saying this, some people saying that. So, I'm pretty sure, it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, with money and in the right positions that love Young Scooter, and I'm pretty sure them boys go spend any dime they got to spend to get all the way to the bottom of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, fame and destruction, man. It'll happen to you, man. But like I say, she got some time to think right now. She got some time to think because she got to live with that on her conscience for the rest of her life, man. Straight up, you feel me? And, we talking about ATL, so, shouts out to the dude, to the boy Lil Baby, you feel what I'm saying? And lately, it's been a lot floating all over the internet about, you know what I'm saying, some people saying, the Feds saying they coming to get them and all that there. And, a lot of rumors, man. But, me, man, coming from the streets and knowing the streets and thinking the way I think and feeling the way I feel like, man, if you not personally working for the Feds, man, and for sure they coming to get that, man, stop speaking that on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave. If you don't personally, if you're not a federal agent, man, and you know for sure you coming to get that, man, yourself, stop speaking that on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we can speak things into existence, man. Like, everybody, man, stop doing that, man. especially my kind, man. Let's stop speaking that on each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Let that man enjoy his life, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If he had to deal with anything, if it's God's willing, let him deal with it. But let's not talk it upon that man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel with a lot of that about that situation. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to the homie Lil Dirt. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about him in this situation lately. You feel me? And I just pray. He just released the album, and I was listening to the album, man. Solid album. You feel what I'm saying? I just pray and hope he get a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he was at the verge of kind of like really like crossing over, and you know what I'm saying? I felt like he was going to be able to help the youth out a lot in a lot of different positive ways with his experiences and everything. Especially now by him like having his daddy out here with him and having somebody to really help guide him and help him see through, you know what I'm saying, and have a better understanding of the correct way of doing things, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like sometimes, man, them people, man, when they see you making that change and they see you finna like stop a lot of the negative things that's finna happen, they'll come get you and put you out the way, man, because, you know, a lot of them bigger powers, we all know, like, a lot of them, man, that's how they make their money off the negativity. From the record labels to, you know what I'm saying, all kind of people. So, and that's how it can happen, too, now. Because I kind of feel like, you know, before he went in, he was making a lot of positive changes, man, and he was stopping a lot of negativity from happening, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just got to pray and hope he get another chance, you feel what I'm saying? And that's it, man. You know, I was watching I was watching that was Vlad interview where he was saying he recently received some information on where P. Diddy might be receiving a bond or something.
Well, which might be
Yeah, you know, man, like, you know, I'm just one of them people, I mind my business so much, so even when I speak on the next man's business, I got to speak on it like in the best possibly way that represents me. So I'm one of them type of people like, you know what I'm saying? He's innocent until proven guilty. That's just how I look at situations because that's how it's supposed to be looking at. So like, give him a bond if y'all feel like he deserves a bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ain't the judge or nothing, so I can't tell the judge what to do or what not to do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, even from Diddy situations, man, you know, people got to be learning and understanding, like, ain't too many people standing up for that man right now in his darker moments, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people dealing with him, hanging around him. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, like, people got to understand this. Like, this how life goes, you know what I'm saying? When that light shining on you, that money coming in and all that, everybody want to be around you. Everybody want to be down with you. Them lights get dim and it go to getting dark for you. Hey, everybody want to run and hide. You know what I'm saying? I don't nobody want to openly say they all right with Diddy. You see what I'm saying? But this how the game go. So you got to be paying attention to everything. Like, this how the game go, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you up, they up with you. But when you down, who really with you? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I go, man. And you got to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy seeing all the other names that all the other celebrity names that they just dragging into Diddy's situation. Like, it's crazy, man. Every couple of days, new names. It's just sad, man. But I just know, me personally, like, you know, I'm just sitting and waiting and see the outcome of the situation, man, because I just really want to see, like, the end results. I really want to see, like, what it was and what it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I want to see which individual was lying and which one was telling the truth. So I'm sitting back and watching it all from the cut. You know what I'm saying? And it's like some people, they saying they let them testify as a John Doe, and I don't know, it's crazy, man. But I just feel like some of the suspects, man, like, come on, man, they could have been came out and, you know what I'm saying, spoke their piece, man, that they was taken advantage of and all that. But once again, man, who am I? I'm just giving my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my opinion. I ain't nobody, man.
Do you think when it comes to little baby situation, you know, you when we spoke about it before, you mentioned that how can I be responsible for everybody's actions, you know, as a celebrity? You know, do you think there was any role or any potential role, or is there a consideration that Lil Baby could have made to help prevent potential future conflicts? Like, you think is there a lesson in what kind of transpired?
I mean, man, listen, man. When you're in a position of power, man, a lot of the times, man, you don't have to give people permission to do anything. A lot of the times, you could tell a person, no, don't go do that. And they still go do what you told them not to do. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, it's tricky because it's like, you know what I'm saying? You might be saying, no, don't go do that. That ain't the right thing to do. But this person might still feel like, no, he played with my dog. He played with the family. I'm finna handle his business. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It still come back on you like as if you ordered that to happen. Yeah. But people behind the scene, a few people behind the scene might know, like, damn, he told this man not to even go do that.
And probably told him to stay out of the way.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so you can't, you know what I'm saying? Just cause
the truth get tricky.
Yeah, just cause and at the same time, just cause you got a lot of people screaming they represent this, that don't really mean they represent that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? So it could be people screaming 4PF that Lil Baby don't even know, or never even met, or never even dealt with for real.
Case in point, there was an incident where somebody kind of ran up on one of the celebrities representing another rapper's, I think it was in the airport. I want to say NLE and NBA Youngboy, you know, where somebody was one of those like fans of NBA Youngboy and took it upon himself to, I guess, represent NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
It's crazy out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done seen it, man. Yeah. Like, bro, let me tell you a story, bro. And it's serious. It's like all the way the truth, bro. Mm-hmm. I was in prison, bro. And I was around two individuals that were talking.
Right.
So, you know, in prison, like, you mind your business, but you keep your ears and everything open at all time at the same time.
Right.
I'm hearing two individuals talk.
Yeah.
They speaking about me.
Okay.
One of the individuals who's speaking, he's speaking as if he's one of my real homies. Like as if we tight. Like,
oh, like if he
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm right next to him. He don't know who I am. I'm just listening.
That's weird.
I'm just showing you how it goes. Like, weird. When you got people that want to be down with certain people, like, people will go out their way to attach themselves to belong to something or belong to somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And guess what? I ain't say nothing to that person. I just let them talk, kept my ears open. Mm-hmm. Hey, I left it alone. I ain't never stepped to him, bring it up or nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that opened my mind and my eyes up like, damn, it's crazy out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You processed it like, oh, it's people like this out here.
You understand what I'm saying, man? So I know when I hear about certain situations, I know that different things are capable. Meaning this person might not even know this person, and he just screaming that he down with this person. Because I done seen it firsthand with my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of nutty. That's nutty. That's nutty. That's nutty. You've done well to shape your brand to kind of like steer away from like the negativity, but you still you find that balance to be able to show the authenticity and the real stories. I know you heard what's going on with Adam 22 and No Jumper. Like, what's your take on that?
I mean,
with all the Ricos and everybody getting...
Yeah, you know. See, I'm one of them people, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Vlad and Adam 22, right?
Okay.
They not from the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, they journalists in their eyes. So, they just go do their job. So, when they bring you on their platforms and ask you all these different questions they want to ask you that can incriminate you or whatever, it's on you to answer those questions, bro. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Every man got their...
That's it. You see what I'm saying? You could put God in front of me, man. If he ask me something that I feel like could get me incriminated, man, I ain't speaking on it.
You taking it to the grave.
Yeah, I ain't speaking on it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm one of them type of people. I don't hate them people as individuals. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a business for them. You know what I'm saying? Now, a person like me, I really come from the streets. So when I get individuals in front of me, that's from the streets and stuff, it's things I'm not going to ask them that I feel like can incriminate them because I come from that.
Yeah.
So we ain't finna play them games. You feel what I'm saying?
I appreciate that you was able to kind of like categorize, like, because of this person's life experience, I can't really even really attack him because he not from that. So of course he gonna do what he do. He gonna act that in nature. Like he's gonna act in his nature. Because a lot of people kind of put everything on Adam 22 as like the basis of like, I mean, you gonna got all locked up. And I was like,
man, them people speaking up, they answering them questions. He ain't forcing them to answer them questions.
That's true.
Some of them, they going on there with these little ass clothes on and you can see their pistol hanging out. And you see what I'm saying? Like, he ain't telling them to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's just like recently.
On the internet.
Recently, Adam 22 had the interview with Big 30. And you seen him and Big 30 was finna, get into it about Big 30 constantly telling him, don't ask me those questions.
It got testy.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to go. Like, don't play with me. Like,
it got testy.
That's how it's supposed to go, bro.
It got testy.
And that's how it's supposed to go. And the same thing with Vlad. This man not forcing you to ask these questions.
Yeah.
He bring you on here, you feel me? It's on you.
Yeah. How do you walk the line between being media and from the streets?
I mean, man, to be honest, bro, just like, even when I was in the streets full throttle, bro, I was a businessman. Yeah. So you got to adapt to the business.
I like
See
that.
what I'm saying? You got to adapt to the business.
I like that.
Huh?
I like that.
I'm a journalist, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm waking up and every day I'm learning about journalism and learning the game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's anything I do, I take it serious, bro. So I'm dead serious with being a journalist, bro. So I study this and this is what I'm focused on. Like, ain't no playing with it.
So you also saw that in recent news, Math Hoffa, we're not necessarily trying to focus on the salacious, but it is news.
Right.
You're in the same industry. You're doing media. And, today's episode on Kicking It with Oldman is fame and destruction.
Right.
Businessman. What do you think of the Math Hoffa? And I know, respectfully, because we all men, like, talking on another man's business, it could get contentious. But if we talk it objectively, just talking about the business, not the man, the business. What do you think went wrong? What do you think could have been improved? What's your take on it?
I mean, what, he had a subcontract with the barbershop?
Yeah, it was a sublease with the
owner of the barbershop, right?
With somebody who leased the barbershop.
Okay.
So not even the owner.
Right. And now they going back and forth?
Yeah, the owner, the person who has the lease is beefing with the owner of the building, the commercial building.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. I mean, it ain't too much I can really say, but on the outside looking in, no disrespect to Matt Hoffa, you feel what I'm saying?
Right. Because we all learn the business.
Yeah, no disrespect, period. But in that situation with me, I just feel like ownership.
Okay.
Should have been, I don't know, he probably was, though. He probably was trying to find a way to buy the barbershop. Maybe they ain't want to sell it or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't really go into detail, but at the same time, from what I see of homie, he seems like a hustler to me. So I'm pretty sure, if you're a hustler, like, like it appears, he go figure the situation out and he go bounce back. That's all it be.
Yeah.
When you're a hustler, bro, anything in life, period, when you elevating and when you reach a peak and when you reach the top, problems go always occur, bro. You just got to keep hustling. Keep hustling. You know what I'm saying? Only way I'm going to look at you in a different way is if you lay down.
Yeah.
As long as you keep fighting, man, you go figure it out.
If I ask you personally, were you businessman first, then rapper, or rapper, then businessman?
I was always a businessman, bro. Anybody who know me, they'll tell you. I've been a businessman since I was 13, 14 years old, bro.
So that makes sense why of the people I watched, you were like the first one to be like, I'm going in the media. Yeah. So that makes total sense.
Like, see with me, bro, just honestly speaking, before I knew before I really understood the meaning of the word branding and marketing and all that, I was already doing that 13, 14 years old.
Right.
I was a leader, a boss, all this, 13, 14 years old, you know what I'm saying? I got older and really learned the definition of marketing and branding, and
Yeah.
I was already doing that before I even entered this world.
Right. You didn't know you was doing it.
The media world, right. So now it's like, now that I get into the journalism and all that, the marketing and the branding, that's the easy thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And the hustling too. Like, I ain't gonna let nobody out hustle me with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think, since today's theme is fame and distraction, and I know you got such a big part of your mission is getting the kids right? Educating them, putting them on the right path. Do you think that rap music today doesn't support the message necessary to be successful in a way that gives you long term?
I mean, man, we can't put nothing on the rappers or the music because you got to understand. You got some of these dudes really from the streets, really from the struggle, and really come from the trenches.
Yeah.
And the music is what really saving them and helping them provide for their family in the right way. See what I'm saying? So it's like, I look at the music, okay, of course now, as parents, you got to, as your kids young and they don't really understand what they listening to, you got to help their ears. You got to choose what you allow their ears to digest. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's how I feel. Then when they become teenagers, or you choose to allow them to listen to certain music, you still got to be able to chop down the meaning of the music and give them understanding of what they listening to.
You culture your kids where you actually select, like, there's certain music you don't let them listen to.
I mean, I wouldn't really say that, but when I'm around and they listening, like for instance, you know what I'm saying? If my son might pop in, he put his iPhone on the car, and you know what I'm saying? But one thing I'm big on now, like, we ain't finna listen. He 10 years old. We ain't listening to that shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? We ain't doing none of that. I don't want to hear too many cuss words. You feel what I'm saying? And certain artists is where I might feel like his ears ain't ready to digest.
You might. Yeah.
If he try to turn that on, nah, man, okay, we ain't, nah. Yeah. Or, it's certain NBA YoungBoy songs I let him listen to.
Okay.
Feel what I'm saying? But I ain't finna let them sit there and we ain't finna go through NBA YoungBoy whole catalog. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't finna do that.
Got too many songs anyway.
Yeah. We ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying?
So when you think about fame, what is fame? What do you define as fame? And can you be famous and successful without the destruction?
I mean, it's all on you, bro. Mm-hmm. I had fame, money, and a lot of power at a young age, bro.
Right. I
had all three. Feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people always thought I was older than how I was because how I was able to really, I mastered how to deal with all three, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I seen a lot of people who couldn't master it the same way I did. You feel what I'm saying? And recently, bro, it was a dude, from my hood was killed. I ain't going into details and none of that, whatever. But he come up under me, you feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? In the streets, he took it to another level and got him a lot of money and did a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I never talk negative on no man that, get him some money or whatever. But me knowing him and me kind of like having him up under my wings and seeing him develop and all that into the man he was, like, I dealt with the fame. And I experienced the fame, the money, and the power at a real young age. So as I matured, got a little older, like, I was fading away from the fame. You know what I'm saying? And I witnessed him run to the fame. You know what I'm saying? And in the process of him running to the fame took over. He got the money, he got the power, and he got the fame.
He wanted the fame more than the other?
He ran to it.
Oh, he
didn't know how to, he didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Fade away and fade back from it.
Yeah.
He ran to it, got a taste of it. He got him some money too in the process. You know what I'm saying? He fell in love with all three though. The fame, the money, and the power.
It's kind of like when you see
the fame, the money, the power. It took him out.
When you watch American Gangster, and when Frank Lucas puts the coat on, it's like you was kind of like out of the way all the way up until you decided you wanted to be seen and be famous.
Man,
in a way, because I don't think that's what he wanted,
man.
But yeah,
like sometimes, man, it don't even be what you want.
Yeah,
it's just what you accept and how you deal with what you accept. Okay. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody can't deal with fame. Everybody can't deal with money. Everybody can't deal with power.
Right.
But you got some people, they think they can embrace it all.
Yeah. Still
come out on top. You can.
Yeah.
But you got to master how to do it. See what I'm saying? You got to know when to fade away, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's asking a lot for people to rise to that occasion of maturity. Yeah, that's
man.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
You got to know, like, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to know, like I chose to chill, man, and relax. Last 10, 15 years of my life, man, I've been chilling out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But all this took discipline.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be disciplined, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I really been out the way. 10, 15 years, like, this took discipline. Everybody don't have this, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like wisdom, knowledge, discipline. All this is important, bro, in life, period. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand this.
People are not prepared for fame.
You understand what I'm saying?
Prepared, not prepared.
But they think they are.
Yeah, like I'm right. Yeah.
See, you got to be mentally.
Yeah.
You got to be mentally prepared for all this you asking for, bro.
Yeah.
Like right now, man, you could talk about the money we want. We could say we want 20 million. But guess what?
What you gonna do with it?
If you ain't mentally prepared for it, when you get it, it's gone.
You're gonna blow it. You're gonna blow it. That's
it's gone.
Fame and destruction. Damn. So
fame is destruction, bro. That's what I'm basically telling you. Fame is destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, fame is destruction, bro.
No, it is, and not even just in a genre that we love so much, but when you look across, man, the diaspora of just people who get into fame, I'm talking about Elvis Presley.
Yeah,
come on, fame took him out. You know, people
sure.
we not matured. We don't reach a certain level of maturity to appreciate and maneuver within those dynamics and all that pressure.
Man, listen, man. Fame, discipline, everything. I just like the street, bro.
Yeah.
You got some people, bro. You got some people right now still in the street.
Yeah.
But they got all the money. But they don't have enough discipline to walk away. You see what I'm saying? They still want some more money. Yeah. But they got all the money you need already. But they not disciplined enough to know it's time to leave it alone.
They could have went legal like 10 times.
You understand what I'm saying? But they lack the discipline. They got the money. They got the power. They lack the discipline, bro.
So, what will it take to change the culture of how the youth are even understanding the concept of discipline? That's why I kind of like sports. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think, like, I'm not the most athletic person, but I learned very quickly, like, oh, you got to be disciplined to do sports.
Right.
Yeah.
Sports teach them a lot of structure and a lot of discipline, for sure. Right. Nowadays, that's the most important thing. Some of the most important things kids need: structure.
Did you do sports in your like Optimus high school?
Yeah. I played all that. Bro. I was
football, basketball.
I played it all, bro. I just messed up, man, because I got addicted to the money at a young age. And boy, hey, once I got addicted to that money, my mind wasn't thinking far enough to understand that I could have made me some legit millions through the sports. At that time, I wasn't thinking that far. My mind was on right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, I was one of the ones, listen, man, only time I'm going to football practice is when the block hot, when the police hot. I can't make no money. Okay, I'm going to football practice.
Right.
Other than that, I was in the street, man. Even in football, I'm going to football practice. Hey, man, listen. This all facts. I'm going to football practice, man. Listen, when we doing like hitting drills,
Mm-hmm.
I can't participate, man. Cause guess what? I got crack in my thigh pad, weed in this thigh pad, so I can't afford to come out no hitting drill, man. And my dope gets smushed up and all. No, like this really what I was on way back then, man. 13, 14 years old, like. Yeah, my mind was on the money, bro. Like straight up.
I definitely see where the old man, moniker came from.
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure, man. For sure. I'm going to football. I'm going to football practice with Chuck Taylor's on. I ain't got time to put on no football cleats, man. Cause when football practice over, I got to go do me. I ain't got time for all that.
I see you active with your babies in the sports, and I see that's one of the things that you're very active in. And are you looking to like develop? Are you looking to do something in youth sports, or is it just like a passion?
Man, listen, bro. I just know from self-experience, like as them kids young, bro, you got to keep them busy as possible in the most positive things that's available to them.
That part.
I just like go out there, man, and chop it up with the kids, and it keep me busy, bro, because every chance I get, I'm going to spit a couple positive words at them, give them some motivation. You know what I'm saying? And
are you one of the parents that be getting turned up with the coaches or nah?
Yeah. Cause we go win. You know, we go root the kids on all that. You know, I go to acting like I'm back on the field now. Out there. Yeah, for sure.
Nah, that's what's up. I mean, so I know you. This is a segment that people can continue to tap in. As your podcast producer or just producer, I said, man, you already told me that you want to sit down and share your thoughts, and I thought this was really important. And you decided to kick off. Well, we said this episode 2, kicking it with
Oldman. You already know.
Kicking it with the old man or kicking it with the landlord?
Okay, you caught on. Kicking it with the landlord for sure.
With the landlord. And today's theme was fame and destruction. Any last like tidbits for the babies, or even I might be 28. And you done lived a lot of life. Anything that you could take and give from the theme of fame and destruction. Like, for instance, you already said fame is destruction, so it sounds like something I don't want to chase.
I mean, man, fame is destruction to me, but I mean, to the kids, you know what I'm saying, that's getting famous through sports and, getting blessed with all these, financial gains and everything, like, even with them, man, like, the same amount of time that y'all putting into them sports, man, like, make sure y'all putting enough time into building this up, too. You know what I'm saying? You got to build a mind up, too, you know what I'm saying? Because, see, it's like, them other folks, man, they want a lot of us to just be talented on the field, but they don't want us to be smart, you know what I'm saying, off the football field, you feel me? So it's kind of like, they win-win, because it's like, I'm going to give him the money for what he doing on the field, but once he retire, he don't know nothing. So, or while he playing, he don't know nothing. So we'll send somebody out on the swindle it right up out of him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tell him about this fake casino we building down here, and we need to invest a couple million and all that. So my advice is to the kids, period. Even if you ain't in sports, man, just the youngsters, period, bro.
So
every day, focus on learning. You know what I'm saying? Focus on learning a lot of these skills getting all this money, this positive money, man. And the more skills you learn at a younger age, the younger you learn, bro, the better you will be off. And the quicker you will be on setting yourself up for retirement and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, once you get old, bro, you want to be able to relax and you want the residual incomes that's constantly coming in. You don't want to be 50, 60 years old and you still got to go every day and physically work hard. That ain't what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Especially like the ones who being blessed through sports to get all these millions, bro.
Yeah.
You got to build your mind up and make the right decisions, bro. Well, when you get old, you still got this money, bro. You can still live and survive off of it.
How many people from the streets you think got a retirement plan?
I mean, in the streets, man. If you go stay full throttle in them, like I'm talking about, if you ain't gonna never get out of them.
Yeah.
You retire when you dead.
Jeez.
When you get killed, you retire. Or when you go to prison, they tell you got them 30 years. That's when you retire. If you ain't getting out of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no retirement. That's the retirement.
Yeah, that was
graveyard of prison, bro.
That's pretty dark, but that's
yeah, for sure. That's what it is.
That's the real part. That's the real. You know, man, y'all, this shit bigger than just, you would say, like, this shit bigger than just getting a chunk and being out here.
It's bigger than the jury. It's bigger than all that. Because at the end of the day, the older you get, you just want to be here. You just want to be free. You just want to be alive. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you're going to need some money to survive. So, get your mind on the right things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Invest your time and your money into the right thing.
Yeah.
So it could be here forever for you.
Man.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right or get left.
Get your mind right.
Get your mind right or get left behind, man. That's it. Get your mind right or get left behind. You know what I'm saying? One chance, one life. You only get one chance to live. You only get one chance to live, man. And you only get one chance to get it right. That's how I feel.
That part. Man. Hey. You dropped some jewels, you dropped some gems, man. It's kicking it with the landlord. Today's themes was fame and destruction. Let them know too much coming in the future. One chance, one life TV, and it ain't no stopping.
Yeah, for sure. And what we gonna do too, audio, as this kicking it with the landlord grow, I want to put a number on the screen, man, and let the people tap in, and we go be live. To where they could call in.
Oh, you want to do live call-ins?
I want to do live call-ins.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna do the live call-in. We gonna let them call in. It's kicking it with the landlord. They got to really be able to kick it with the landlord.
Oh, so we might be doing, we need, it's time to go get that Twitch page.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And shout out to all my supporters, man. And like I say, shout out to all the kids worldwide, man. And shout out to all the like-minded people and all the like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? We could come together and do different things for the kids. I'm with it. You feel me? Y'all can reach out. It's going to be a hot summer. Y'all hit me in the DMs or whatever, man. Let's figure out, different ways where we could keep these kids busy in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, one day we take them to the arcades. The next day we take them here. The next day we take them. Let's just figure out a way to keep some of these kids busy in a positive way this summer, man. Old man, the landlord, I'm gone.
Like that already.